Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. First and foremost, man, I give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well our great milestone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the four kind of to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening I come to a lesson to feed the nation of Israel, right, with the confusion of faces, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, the 144,000, the 1/3 men, women, and children. I just want to touch on this evening that the inheritance of the Lord, Yahweh, and his son Yahushai, is the Israelites, is you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. You are Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai inheritance. We all people are not the same people. The Most High separate that from the beginning, right? The Most High divide the nation and give them their inheritance. But you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian are the Most High inheritance, right? The Most High not dealing with everybody come together and we all is one people. No, the Most High not dealing with that. The Most High is a power, and is a separate power, right? The Most High is a separate power. The Most High choose a people for himself, and this is people, and it didn't change. It didn't change, right? So we go into these precepts and show that that didn't change, right? We can start with Psalms 32 and 12, right? He said, blessed is the nation whose power is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance. So who's the people? The people are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You are the people that the Most High choose, right? You is the people. You are the Most High inheritance, right? This is Psalms 47 and 4. He had choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loves, Selah. So you Israelites, you are the Israelites, you are the son of Jacob, right? You are the Lord's inheritance. You so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, right? You belongs to the Most High. The Most High make you separate, right? The Most High separate you from other people. The Most High don't want you mixing with these people. The Most High don't want you walking in these other heathen nation ordinances, because these people are vain. These people are brute beasts, right? And 2/3 of people walking in the ordinance of these other heathen nations as brute beasts, right? They have no order, they have no stability, is whatever with these nations, So you are the Most High heritage, and the Most High give you a heritage where you supposed to keep. Because the Most High make a deal with us, a contract. The Most High say, I can be your people, you keep my laws that I give you, right? And that was given to you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. You are the Most High. You are the Most High heritage, right? This Deuteronomy. Right, this Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. He said, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, so the Most High divided the nations, the other 17 nations that under the heaven, the Most High divided, give them their own inheritance, right? Give them the wealth, give them the land, right? He give them their inheritance, right? He said, when he separated the sons of Adam, the Most High did with separation, right? The Most High separate them, right? He said, when he separated the son of Adam, he set bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So Jacob is the lot of the Most High inheritance, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You are the lot of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai inheritance, right? This salvation is to you, right? This is your time. We are about to be delivered from captivity. We are about to be free from the hands of our oppressors, right? We about to rule the world forever, right? We are the chosen people, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, right? So we are the Lord's heritage. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai choose us, right? He choose us, right? This is Exodus 33, right? This is Exodus 33 and 16, right? I'll start from verse Exodus 33 and 15. And he said unto him, if thy present go not with me, carry us not up hence, for wherein shall it be known here that I am thy people, Salaki, that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight. Right? He say, is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separate. So the Most High deal with separation. So shall we be separate, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? So the Most High separate we from all the people from the face of the earth. Right? That's how the Most High is moved. Right? That's how the Most High is moved. So the Most High separate us. Right? We are the Most High inheritance. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the Most High inheritance. Right? This is Leviticus chapter 20. Right? And the Most High ain't change. Right? This is you wacky-tacky ass Christian. You know the Most High ain't change. Right? This is Leviticus chapter 20 verse 24. But I have said unto you, he shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, your power, which have separated you from other people. So the Most High separate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians from other people. The Most High not dealing with everybody come together with no. The Most High not dealing with that. The Most High is a man. The Most High is a man of balance, right? The Most High not dealing with that. The Most High choose His people. He could do that. The Most High could do that. He is the Most High. There is no entity that higher than Him. He could do whatever He want to do. He could choose who He want to be His people. You can't just get up and say everybody's the Most High people. Yes, technically the Most High create all nations, but the Most High give them their inheritance. He give them their inheritance, and He choose Jacob, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, choose to be His inheritance. Right? The chain of Israel, which is the chain of Jacob, is His inheritance. That is plain. Right? You can't get around that, and the Most High ain't change. Right? Leviticus chapter 20 verse 26. And he shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord Yahweh. He said, for I, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, am holy, and have served you from other people, that he should be mine. Right? So the Most High, so what the Most High do, right? What the Most High do, the Most High separate the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, from other people. Right? This is just plain scriptures. Right? But the Most High ain't change. Right? The Most High ain't change. Right? The scripture say in Hebrew, Yahweh Shai the same today and yesterday. Right? So they ain't change. You understand? Let me see if I find the precept. Yeah, this is Hebrews 13 and 8. He said, Yahweh Shai the same yesterday and today and forever. He ain't change. They ain't change. Yahweh Shai say He and the Father is one. Right? The meaning is they're in the same mind. Right? They're in the same mind. Two different entities, but the thing alike, the thing the same. Right? So they ain't change. So the heritage of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is you Israelites, right? Is you Israelites. It didn't change, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 verse 17, right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 verse 17, right? It says, for in the division of the nation, you see, back to separation again. It's speaking about separation, it's speaking about division, it's speaking about serve, right? The Most High deal with separation. The Most High is a power balance, right? The Most High choose a people for himself, right? Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 verse 17 says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. So these nations, he set up these nations, give them the inheritance and give them the ruler, right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai do that. He give them the ruler. A matter of fact, let me get a precept to back that up, right? The Most High give them the ruler, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse he said, yeah, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 4, he said, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. It's not already one, but right. So the Most High is who? The Most High who set up the rulers over these other nations, right? He give them the king. The Most High ordained all of that, right? Then get in the book of Daniel chapter 4 verse 17, right? The Most High rule it in the kingdom of men, right? So the Most High give this nation inheritance and set them up, right? So let me read back again. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 verse 17. For in the division of the nation of the whole earth, he set rulers over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. That is plain. But Israel is the Lord's portion, right? Our king is Yahweh Shai, who the world is going to call Jesus, right? So the Most High divide these nations, give them the inheritance, and set a ruler over them. But the Lord's portion is the Israelites. That is plain. It's the Israelites. That is plain, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 24. I'm going to start from verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and this is wisdom, right? Can we read from verse 1? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 24 verse 1. It said, wisdom shall praise herself, and shall glory in the midst of our people, right? And shall glory in the midst of our people, right? So let me jump down to verses. So they're speaking about wisdom, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 24 verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel. That is plain. This is why this is our book. This is our history book, right? This is our history book, right? The Most High give these last statute commandment to who? Israel, right? Not everybody. But when these heathen conquer, we take our book and they give it out to everybody. So everybody who hold on to this Bible feel this day, oh no, this is the Israelite. You so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, this is your heritage. This is your history book. This is your book. And all these heathen hold on to your book, right? But you heathens gonna be judged by these same laws in this book, because you claim this is your book, but yet still you break all the laws in this book, right? So you heathens gonna be judged, right? But this is our heritage, and they teach us to hate our heritage, to hate our history, to hate everything about us, because they got niggas is talk all kind of thing about the Bible and don't even got a clue what it's saying. Just reprobate silvers. You understand? Reprobate silver. A nigga always come and say about, oh, man write the Bible. Yes. By the inspiration of the Most High. The Most High give them the inspiration. Right? But they reading other books that one man write, and they ain't saying man write that. That's how bug out they is. You understand? But they despise their own heritage. right? They despise their own heritage. Our people destroy for the lack of knowledge, right? This is Psalms 147 verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. And this we just read in Sirach 24 and 8, right? Verse 20, he had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So he gave it unto Jacob, right? So we go back into Ecclesiasticus chapter 24 verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, right? This is wisdom, right? And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel, right? Verse 9, he created me from the beginning, before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. Ooh, boy, in Zion, right? With Zion, go back to a monument. We're speaking to you Israelites. You understand? You understand? So it's speaking about the Israelites, right? Let me read this again. This is beautiful. This is Wisdom of Solomon 24 and 10. He said, in the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so I was established in Zion, which is the Israelite, which is you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Verse 9, likewise in the beloved city he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you from Jerusalem, right? You're from Jerusalem. You're not from Africa. It's not from Europe. It's not from America. It's not from the islands. You from Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem is the mother of all, right? Verse 12, and I took root in an honorable people, even in the portion of the Lord inheritance. Let me read this again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 24 verse 12, and I took root. When something took root, it established. You understand? When it took root, there's a foundation that lay, right? When a tree take root, it establishes itself, right? Verse 12, he said, and I took root in Salaki, and I took root in an honorable people, which is the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indian, even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance. Even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance, right? So the Most High inheritance is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You understand? This is the Most High people. You understand? Yeah. You understand? This is the Most High people. You know, Shalom to the Akwat on the comic board, right? There's the Most High people, right? Right. So you Israelite, you discontinue from the Most High heritage. You know, that's why you end up. That's why you're in the position yesterday, right? That's why you're under these heathen nation, and that's why these heathen nation ruling over us and oppressing us, because we forsake the heritage that the Most High gives to us, which is this last statutes and commandment. We stopped walking in the ordinance of the Most High, and we was following after other gods, right? Though we exactly was doing, so the Most High punish us, right? This is let me get it. See, this is Jeremiah 17 and 4, right? He said in Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I give thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemy in the land which thou knowest not, for he hath kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, mean a long period of time, right? So we discontinue from the Most High heritage, right? So the Most High bring me into what slavery under these heathens, because we discontinue from his heritage, right? We went and serve other gods, right? Worship other gods, bow down to other gods. So the Most High do it. The Most High punish us, right? The Most High punish us, right? This is Amos 3:1. He said, "Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had spoken against you, O children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the family of the earth." So the Most High only know the Israelites. It doesn't mean that the Most High choose them. It doesn't mean that there's the Most High inheritance. Right? That's what it mean. Right? He said, you only have I known of all the family of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquities. So the Most High punish us for our iniquities. Right? Where the Most High do we? The Most High give we into the hands of the heathens. Right? To be a servant to them, because we forsake his heritage and walk in the ways of the heathens. Right? That's exactly what we do. Right? That's exactly what we do. This is why the Most High punish us. Right? This is Baruch. Right? You gotta say this, Baruch 4. Right? This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. He said, he was sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because he moved the Most High to wrath, he was delivered unto the enemies. So we was delivered into the hands of our enemies, right? Because we forsake our power to go and worship our heathens, right? The heathen gods, right? So the Most High do it. The Most High put we in the hands of the heathens, right? This is Isaiah 47 and right. This is Isaiah 47 and 6. He said, I was wroth with my people. So the Most High was wroth with us because we was worshiping idols, right? And the Most High is a jealous power. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and give them into thine hand, which is the so-called white man. These are the heathen nation, right? Thou didst show them no mercy. So this devil didn't show us no mercy. Up to this day, they're still killing us through vaccination, through the food, the chemtrail, that fluoride we water, everything the poison for we, right? The killing we are done in the streets, you know, everything, in every way possible, the killing us, right? This is why we gotta turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is why we gotta repent and turn back to our power. God is only Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to save us, right? Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and give them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. So this devil don't show we no mercy. Look how hard we gotta work for minimum wages and they're still taxing we, right? Look. You don't even have control over your children. We in hell. We in hell. That's why we gotta cry out to the Most High. That's why we gotta put we trust in the Most High. We gotta turn back to our heritage. We gotta turn back to our power so He can defend us from our enemies. Right? He said, upon the Asian hast thou verily heavily laid thy yoke, because this devil had even our grandfather and our grandmother picking cotton. On the Asian heavily they lay thy yoke. They don't show no mercy to the old, neither the young. You understand? This is what the devil is do. Verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. Mean speaking that no nation that can conquer them. Right? This is what this devil is saying. No nation that can conquer them or destroy them. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. So they didn't lay these things to mind what they do. Right? Neither didst remember. He said, neither didst remember the latter end of it. So they say, they say, oh, the Most High do nothing, so, the Most High do nothing, so the Most High would weep. But the Most High is long suffering. The Most High is long suffering. So everything that these devils do, they gotta pay for it, right? But the Most High put we in slavery because we forsake Him. We forsake the inheritance that He gave to us. We forsake it. It's like a father. It's like a father gave a son. Give his business over to his son, and his son run down the business, sell out everything, send home all the work, do everything worse he did, despise everything. The Most High, the father gonna be disappointed in the son. The father gonna be disappointed in him. The father mightn't help you for a long period of time until he could trust him again. So we forsake the Most High heritage. The Most High scatter us among these heathens. Right? This is what the Most High do to us. Right? The Most High scatter us among these heathens. Right? Let me go back in the book of Baruch chapter 4, verse 7. For he provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto the devil, and not unto Yahweh. For he said, he have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and he have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. Right? So this is what we do. We forsake the Most High. So the Most High bring these plagues upon us. Right? The Most High bring these plagues upon us. This is Ezekiel. Right? Ezekiel this is Ezekiel 39. Alright. Ezekiel 39 and start at verse 22. Ezekiel 39 and 22. He says, so the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord, their power, from that day and forward. He said, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. So the heathen shall know. Speaking about the other heathen nation, we went into captivity because of our iniquity, our sins. That's why we on this side. That's why we serve in slavery on this side, and we still in captivity. Right? He said, because they trespass against me, therefore hide I my face from them, and give them into the hands of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness, and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and lay and hide my face from them. Right? Therefore thus said the Lord power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name, and be jealous for his holy name. So the Most High gonna bring us back. Right? The Most High gonna deliver the remnant, the ones who turn back unto him. Right? Which is the 144,000, the 1/3 men, women, and children, the remnant that the Most High gonna deliver in these last days. Right? The one who forsake the sins and turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? That's who the Most High gonna deliver. Right? That is who the Most High deliver. Because the Most High ain't forget his people. Right? This is Baruch chapter 2 verse 31. He said, and shall know that I am the Lord. Aside from verse 30. This is Baruch chapter 2 verse 30. For I know that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. And this prophecy fulfilling right now, because men all over the world, which is Israelite, waking up and know that they are Israelite, and they're turning back to the heritage. They're trying to keep the last statutes, coming to the best ability to repent from the sins and the humbling themselves. Right? Verse 31. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and the ears to hear. Yeah, the Most High can open up the mind to understand, and give them the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the ears to hear who? The prophets. Right? Verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. This prophecy fulfilled right before our eyes. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. The name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is who the world is going to call God. Yahweh means he exists. Yahushai is who the world is going to call Jesus. Yahushai means he's the deliverer, he's the savior. Right? Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck, and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, right? And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people Israel out of the land that I have give them. So the time coming that the Most High can bring us back, right? The time comes where we gotta repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We are the Most High heritage. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian are the Most High heritage, right? You are the Most High heritage, right? Most High said in the land of captivity we're gonna remember ourselves, and we seen that every day. Every day we seen that, right? This is Psalms 94, Psalm 94 and 14. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. So the Most High not gonna forsake his inheritance. The remnant, the Most High gonna save a remnant of his people, the one who humble himself and turn back, which is the 144,000 and the 1/3 men, women, and children, the Israelites that's scattered in the four corners of the earth, right? The 2/3 of people gonna be destroyed because they're proud, right? And they don't want to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so they're gonna be destroyed, right? The Most High gonna destroy them, right? This is Jeremiah. Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 5. For Israel had not been forsaken, and Judah of his power. So Israel is you native, you so-called native, and you so-called Latinos, right? Use Israel, and Judah is you so-called Negroes, right? So the Most High say, Jeremiah 51 and 5, for Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power. Who's the Israelites' power? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? We wasn't forsaken. The Most High punished us for being disobedient, right? And it's only a remnant gonna turn back, right? He said for Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts. Though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So the Most High forsake his people. The Most High can save a remnant of his people in these last days. A remnant the Most High gonna save, right, in these last days. And what the Most High gonna do? The Most High gonna bring judgment on these wicked, right? These wicked heathen who oppress us every day, right? The Most High gonna bring judgment on them, right? It's Ezekiel 35 and Ezekiel 35. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 15. He said, as thou did rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, right? So these heathen nations rejoice because the house of Israel became desolate, right? So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate. So these other nations gonna be desolate alongside these Edomites, right? You so-called white people gonna be desolate because you rejoice, right? He says, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir. O Mount Seir is you so-called white people, right? You Edomite, the seed of Esau, right? This use O Mount Seir. That is your land. Mount Seir is your dwelling place, right? And all Idumea, this you Edomite, you so-called white people, right? Even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So you devils gonna be desolate, right? You devils going into captivity, right? You devils going into captivity. This is Baruch. I'm gonna start from Baruch chapter 4 verse 23. For I send you out with mourning and weeping, but the power will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. So we can be back in our land, which is Jerusalem, right? Verse 24, like as now the neighbor of Zion have seen your captivity, the neighbor of Zion, right, which is Mount Seir, right, Moab, right, all these other neighbors of Jerusalem, right, they see our downfall, right? So he said like as now the inherit the Salaki, like as now the neighbor of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. So we're going to be delivering these last days, right? And we're going to rule forever. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, the 144,000 and 1/3 million are going to be delivered. The ones who turn back unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshua and humble themselves, right? They going to be delivered, right? Verse 25, he said, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the power of Yahweh, for thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shall tread upon his neck. So the Most High is who punish you for being wicked. So the Most High say, yo, suffer patiently, but shortly you're going to see your enemy destruction. You so-called white people going into slavery. You so-called East Indian, you Chinese, you Africans, you know, you are going into slavery. You Arabs going into slavery, right? Verse 26, he said, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the power of Yahweh, for he shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that had brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoice at thy fall. So this nation miserable, right? Starting with the so-called white man. Miserable are the city which thy children serve, and we serve in this city, right? We serve in Babylon, which is spiritual Egypt, right? He said, miserable is she that received thy sons. These nations starting with the so-called white man, right? For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation, right? So this nation gonna be destroyed, right? So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the heritage of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? You are the people, you are the holy people, you are the chosen people, you are royal people, you are people above every nation, right? This you are the Most High heritage. The Most High have a heritage, and the Most High have a heritage, and the Most High deal with separation. You know, and with that, hope lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.